So I ordered this kit off eBay. Set of driving lights, wiring, bezels. And what it's going to do is it's going to take this factory vent louver out, and we've already got this one installed on this side, and it's going to give me that driving light look. Pretty simple and easy to install. These are going away. They're toast. Can't get parts for them. They lasted about 2 years. I paid 50 bucks for them. It's about what I paid for this kit, 50 bucks. So no hard feelings. And what I'm going to put in there is a curved LED light bar. So that's coming up next. To get this out, it's real simple. There's only 2 tabs on it, and I found just by squeezing it on the outside, compressing those 2 tabs, it'll pull right out. Here's your frame. There's 2 holes there, and there's a hole back here. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to put this in like so, run the screws in through those 3 holes, and then snap your bezel in. I did have to do some trimming. As you can see right here, we did do some X-Acto knife trimming. It was a little bit big on the front, or top side I mean, so it's in there now. So I'll have to take off this outer lip right there on this side also. Comes with a wiring harness, and they do have the, what is that? That's a 9006 bulb, 55 watt. Pretty common. So once you put these in, if you do have a bulb go out, you can just go down to your local auto parts store and get a bulb. So that's how we're going to do. We'll go ahead and roll this one in next. I ran out of daylight. Got those ugly ass little ones out. I'm going to put the, like I said, the LED light bar in there. And I got those 2 in there. Haven't wired it yet. That's going to be tomorrow. It's just getting too dark out. I'm already running the midnight oil with the light here. I got all this crap to pull out from the other lights. And then I'll wire up the other new ones tomorrow. The wiring is fairly simple. You got a switch on and off. Track this back. Give me a second, I'm going to lay this out. This goes into your right hand side passenger driver light, and then this is going to go on your driver's side light. And then that's going to come back to the relay. Right here, it's going to feed off. You've got a main power. You've got a black for a negative, and then you've got a white for a power switched power source to turn on the relay. Inline fuse. This is going to go through the firewall. Yeah, right. I doubt that. And then we have a negative wire, another power wire here, and that's going to deliver power and negative ground for the switch, which is just going to plug in the truck. And in all honesty, all you got is a negative, a power, and a switched source, which is going to be low voltage, sending low voltage out to your relay, which will kick on the lights. So you don't have to put this in. You could just wire any 3-wire switch, you know, to these 3 wires right here, which is probably what I'll do later in life. But today I'm just going to wire it up and see how they look. The wiring looks fairly simple. Pretty happy with that. The install of the lights was real easy. There's your outside view. It looks real nice. It definitely dressed up the front of the truck instead of having those ugly grills. The bezels were an absolute nightmare. I had to do some trimming to make them fit. They were just too big. They wouldn't go in. I don't know why China couldn't figure that out. As far as the lights go, they bolted right in real easy to the existing bumper frame, and they're absolutely no problem at all. And there's your light bulb, which will plug into. And turns out my truck was actually factory wired for these, just never had that option put in when they built it. So this is going to be a fairly simple thing. Outside of the bezels, like I said, they were a nightmare. For $42 delivered to my house off of eBay. Great investment. Looks good on the truck, and it's I'm happy with it. Like I said, you know, what do you want for 42 bucks? If I paid 150, or the Dodge ones I think were 250, and if I had to trim those bezels, I'd have been really pissed. Here's the plan of attack. I've had multiple lights on this truck. These are where I keep my relays, right up front here. Just put them with a self-tapping screw. This is the relay for this light. So we have the wires right here for the fog lights. One's going to drop down there, and a longer one's going to go over there. I'm just going to merely fish that down through that rat's nest. And then we have a power wire with a fuse, which is going to come up here and meet the battery terminal. And then we have the white wire right here, which comes down and goes into this rat's nest, which goes into the truck for the switch. And we haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to get that big old monster thing through the dashboard. I'm probably going to cut it off and just splice them together with crimps. And then I'm going to take out the extra wire because I try to keep the engine compartment neat. I don't like a lot of wires. And when they wired my strobes in, they just kind of made a mess, and I'm not happy with that. And that's fixed later. So